ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a brand new Let's Play on this channel. I'm Evan Stalker, and as you can see, this is Marvel Ultimate Alliance. I've played this game and number 2. I've not played number 3. Number 3 didn't look any good to me to attempt to try, but I definitely enjoyed this game when it came out or when I got it. And then I also enjoyed number 2. I only wish the Punisher was actually in these games. But there are a number of other characters. Entries and also the movies or the time frame all this game was made. Marvel Ultimate Alliance, right? You can basically create a team of 4 heroes based on the roster that they have, and you can go through the entire game, mostly the entire game with that team. Now, I say that because really, what I remember about this game, you're going to need someone that can fly. You're going to need someone who can be a great fighter. You're going to need someone who can do distance fighting, and then you're going to need someone who's kind of an all-rounder support role, because you don't want a whole team of just fighters. You don't want a whole team of just fighters. So I'm trying to get full screen mode here. I guess it doesn't matter. Anyways, you don't want like a whole team of just fighters, because there's going to be parts of the game where you're going to need to reach areas that a normal ground fighter wouldn't. But someone like Iron Man or Spider-Man that can traverse traverse great distances is good to have on the team, because then they can get to that location while everyone else teleports to where that character's going. If you're playing single player, you basically play all 4 characters you select for your team, but only one of them at a time that you actually control, while the others are just there to help out. Again, I've really enjoyed this game. My go-to character I've always played for the Ultimate Alliance games, number 1 and 2, again, I haven't played number 3, was Deadpool. And then the other characters just sort of, added in based on whatever. So let's go ahead and get started. Options, real quick. Music. Let's drop that, because that shit was loud as fuck. Let's go ahead, turn that on. Let's turn that on. Let's look at the controls real quick. You have character, so you can select your character with the D-pad. And then you have your movement, your map toggle camera, and then you have your attack, smash, use, jump. But that's for the PlayStation, because this is an emulator. So we'll see what the buttons do correlating with my Xbox controller here. Hero details, use power, call allies, block. You're going to need a block in this game. I remember that, because there were times I did not, and it was bad. Do you want to save? Yeah, sure. Let's see. Review, play online, play. And begin story. Let's go on normal mode. Now, from my understanding, you won't get all the characters unlocked from the beginning of the game. So, as the game
what the hell is going on? Where's our air support? Get those forward guns going! Why aren't those rear batteries firing? Somebody get General Wilson on the horn!
Colonel Fury.
Doom, I'll have your head for this.
I have little time for your petty threats, Colonel. Surrender your ship now, or I shall destroy it.
Not on my watch.
He would probably be the closest.
This is a priority alert to all metahumans. UNN Alpha requests immediate assistance.
Also, all these characters.
Thor, take care of those gunships.
Spider-Man,
draw them towards the stern. Sure thing. I just love being the target. Wolverine, you do it, Boy Scout. I don't take orders from you.
This first group of heroes you see, that's the default thing you're going to start with. You can't change it until you finish this first section. This first section.
Soulless machine? How dare you strike the son of Odin? Show off. Excuse me, is this the ferry to Staten Island? Hey, Cap, looks like you could use some help.
I think if you beat the game at least once, also, this cutscene will proceed, but then you can,
that dude scares me.
You actually can start the game with a selected group of individuals. The first time playing the game, I think you have to stay with these guys.
What are you girls looking at?
Gentlemen, this is Colonel Nick Fury. I'm on the main bridge, but I'm not sure how long I'll last.
Oh, that doesn't look good.
Get here ASAP. Fury out.
Okay, so here's your team. Like I said, they'll follow you around. It pays to actually look around in the game and try to find, like, stuff out there. And let's see, right now we're attacking. This is your attack, right? This is just me hitting the A button. So that's what the A button combo looks special for now. Obviously, there are other specials you can select, but this one just allows you to use one of them. You don't have one. And I think the X button, you can also grab enemies and like beat them up that way as well. Okay, and then when it had the X button there, that's to make your shield actually hit a bunch of stuff. Nothing there.
As you wish.
Now we can play as Thor. Let's see what Thor does. Just does that. Oh yeah, and he can fly. So he's one of the ones that can fly. And then X brings back down. That allows me to move around the map. That's block. And then you can also roll. I forgot about that.
Do not wander off.
Oh, that's my command that I can tell them.
Stay close.
Got it. Whatever.
Okay, obviously he can't fly. Let's see what his are. What's that? Let's go to
By your command.
His is whatever that is. Okay.
Got it.
And then there's like an actual special attack that once your power builds up, which is like a combination of buttons, or just two of them really, and you'll take out like a bunch of enemies with. It's pretty cool. Deadpool's is awesome. His is Merc's Revenge, and he basically does like a crazy 360 aerial with his machine gun shooting all over the place, and then he lands and he starts turning around shooting. It's pretty cool. And then let's go to Spider-Man. And you just hold it and you go. Switch between heroes, yeah. Just you can grab them and throw them. Thank you. Yep, the red ones heal you, the blue ones give you whatever that this stuff is. And
That's right. I won. Fear me. Need a hand.
sometimes I like destroying stuff. A bunch of things can pop out of them. You can also open up areas. Also picking up heavy items, it's really dependent on how strong your character is. So someone like Spider-Man could pick certain items up, but someone like Deadpool would have a hard time picking heavy items. So let's try Thor.
By your command.
Can Thor pick this up? No, he cannot.
Yeah.
Yes.
If you say so.
forgot what those are for, but they gotta be for something pretty good.
How embarrassing for you.
And a lot of the bad guys are helping each other out. So you got Ultron Warriors. You saw Doom earlier. Oh, we can't go that way.
Embarrassing for you. And really, it's just a fun beat 'em up. It's a lot of fun, especially when you see your character rank up and you can change your costumes, progress through with a pretty big story. Anybody else want some? Bigger and badder.
By the power of Asgard!
Spider-Man level up. Press and hold, lock. And there's our new attack right there.
I was hoping to catch someone being a hero. Looks like I hit the jackpot! I'm working for the biggest group of villains this world has ever known. That's the best part of all. We're led by the man himself. If you only knew. 'Cause Doom's got a plan that's gonna shake the heavens. You wanna get tough, punk? Good. 'Cause so do I.
voice actor sounds like the voice for Raiden MGS2. Or Raiden from MGS2.
How embarrassing for you.
Thanks for responding to my SOS so quickly. The helicarrier's under attack by a group of supervillains called the Masters of Evil. And to make matters worse, they're led by Victor Von Doom. My thoughts exactly. It's not important. I told you it's not important.
Colonel Fury, this is the Black Widow. The
Black
Masters of
Widow,
Evil have activated the launch cycle of our nuclear missiles. I need help if they are to be stopped.
Help is on its way, Black Widow. Fury out, team. Just one of those missiles could level an entire city.
And you can
Spider-Man. Didn't expect you to be one of the first to show up.
What? And Miss Riding on the helicarrier? This beast has got to be the biggest waste of taxpayer money in history. Hey, you guys have any plans to make a flying Mount Rushmore? Seriously, that would totally rock.
Okay, and then as the characters, you can get like different dialogue. So, how did this?
It started when radar detected distant ghost images, but they disappeared, so we figured it was just an atmospheric disturbance.
Images and Masters of Evil must have some type of stealth technology.
When they hit us, it was a complete surprise. They took out our main weapon batteries and our fighter bays in a matter of seconds. They thwarted every attempt we made to counterattack. They're a group of supervillains led by Dr. Victor Von Doom. There's been sightings of dozens of major criminals. Ultron and Baron Mordo, just to name a couple. I'd expect nothing less from an organization headed by Doom.
What's Black Widow doing?
The Black Widow is my second in command. She goes where I go.
But she just wants to be a spy.
And that training has proven invaluable. I've never met a soldier who's calmer or more resourceful in the heat of battle. We were hit pretty hard in the initial attack. We took out our forward batteries and damaged half our fighter bays.
So we're having trouble launching
Yes,
jets?
and to make matters worse, they've destroyed 2 of our primary engines.
How much more damage can
We're
you
near
take?
the limit. If they damage any additional systems, we're gonna make a real big crater when we hit the ground. Carry on.
Okay, and now we
Hi,
can,
I'm on it.
I think now talk to him.
Cap,
There we go.
it's good to see you. We got here as quickly as possible, sir.
And then we got all this information.
Carry on.
As you wish.
So Thor.
Thor, I knew I could count on you.
Thank you, Colonel Fury. I transported us here as soon as we received your summons.
Okay.
Carry on.
And then let's go
Yeah.
Logan.
Wolverine, glad you're here. Looks like we're in for a nasty fight.
Wouldn't have it any other way, Fury.
Carry on.
And I'm only skipping those because they should be the same information any gives us. It's just when they initially talk to you, like, oh, hate you, you know, that kind of stuff. Ooh, that hurt. If you want to turn it off, but I prefer to leave it on. Field access point. Change team. Ah, here we go. We could change team and we could save. Okay. So let's change team, and then we'll save, and then I'll stop the video. So I didn't remember you could do it this early, but I guess I just don't remember. Change team. So now you're going to see the roster of what's available to us, if there is anybody really available to us. Use this menu to manage your heroes. When you have skill points or shield credits to spend, press detail on your hero detail. Okay. So, as you can see, this is the roster. You see individuals in the background with the shadows. Those are extra, excuse me, that's their shadows. But like I'm talking like the in-between. Those are the actual people you can unlock. So right now you have this group, and let's see, we can go to Captain America. Let's do details. Upgrade your powers by spending. So you go here to change your team, but you also go here to spend your powers. And it's based on those shield points you picked up. Skill points you gain, you may also purchase. Yeah, see, with shield credits. So he has shield throw. It's a projectile. Detail. Oh, here we go. Throw a shield at an enemy. Hold the button and use the left thumbsticks to steer the projectile. Oh, I didn't know I can actually steer it. I thought you just threw it and it did its thing. Current rank is that. Next rank goes up at level 4. So once we get 4 total, or we get to level 4 of it, you can do extra damage and 2 shield movement time and 7 energy, but obviously it does more damage output. Then there's the shield bash. Thrust his shield forward, stunning opponents, and it is chargeable. Energy shield. It spins around cutting through enemies and objects in a radius with its energized shield. Shield charge. Uses shield as a battering ram. Reserve strength boost. Auto spending. Wait, what? Auto spending points. Taps into reserve of strength and agility beyond that of peak human development, increasing speed and damage. Okay, that does a lot. Heroism, which is okay. Reduce the damage taken for the entire team. Okay, that's neat. And then Avengers Shield. Greatly increases damage done by... Okay. And then... Alright, so this is the one that we have, which is Ultimate. This is his Ultimate costume. This is what he looks like. And this is what it offers, which you could spend points in as well. Shield Mastery. Shield damage increases. Increase XP. Increases the amount of XP gained, so he can eventually get to picking up XP faster than others. And then Defense increases your defense. These ones don't show. I think you have to unlock them somehow. I don't remember his costumes, to be honest. I want to say one of them is like his World War II outfit. But, you know. Then you go to gear. You can equip this. Or I guess someone already has it equipped. It says equipped. So Scorpion's Tail, plus 10% chance to cause knockdown on ranged attacks. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Oh, Cap has it equipped. Huh. You can also sell it for 200, I guess. And then this is where you would see health and XP and defense. Reduces 1 damage for each point of defense. Okay. Strike does that. Focus increases your energy points. Energy regeneration, that's pretty good. You're gonna want that because your special attacks was really gonna help you in this game. Because just hitting the X button or the A button and then hitting the O button or the B button on the controller is gonna get pretty boring, and you're not gonna do a whole lot of damage. So you want to have like a lot of focus if you can. Melee combat moves. Okay. Yeah. So then now let's go to Spider-Man. Spider-Man has web bullets. He has web snare, web throw, slingshot, web warrior. What the hell is this? Uses webs to fling enemy in the air. Okay. Web shield. Spidey sense. Time slows down for Spider-Man and his allies, allowing them to react to events much more quickly. Okay. And Bungee Bash. Outfits. This is his classic. For sure, one of his is the symbiote. He does have that one. I remember picking that one a handful of times because I just like the black and white uniform. But obviously, they offer different types of powers. Gear, nothing, and okay. Thor has Mjolnir's Might, Mjolnir's Slam, Hammer Toss, North Winds, Thor's Rage, Godspeed, Asgard's Blessing, Wrath of the Gods. The crazy thing is, that supposedly is Mjolnir, but in the movies since this game, it's a different hammer, and this was whatever the name of the other thing, the other hammer he uses, since he's not using Mjolnir anymore. But this is his ultimate costume. Another one of his costumes, if I remember correctly, is the Beta Ray Bill or something like that, which he has like a horse's head or something. I don't know. It's some weird shit. And I don't remember what the others are. I think there's like a very old version of his uniform from like the 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s. I don't know. This is old. Anyways, he's got this. Again, I'm not going to go through each and every one of them. I'm just showing you, but I'm not going to do what I did with Cap. And then stats. Okay. And then Wolverine, or Logan. We got Claw Slash, Claw Frenzy, Lethal Lunge, Certain Death, Eviscerate, Spin Attack, Fury, Taunt, Feral Rage. This is his modern uniform. Obviously, he's got his X-Men one. I think there's a classic X-Men one, and then I don't remember what the other one is. Gear, stats, might. Can lift massive objects. Objects can damage reinforced walls and objects, and then healing factor. Healing factor regenerates health over time. That's also, I think, dependent on his uniform. I think, because I know Deadpool, he has one of his uniforms that you can heal, but then there's another uniform where he doesn't heal at all, and it was like when he was in the Weapon X program, which I see Deadpool in the background right there. We're definitely gonna pick him. So also, if you choose the right team, you get a special bonus, I believe, or at the very least, you get like a name recognition for the team. They'll call it like Avengers or Weapons Blade or something. And I only remember this because I fucked around one time and selected a martial arts team or selected a Blades team, and it called it that or something. Like, the team you need, I believe, is you need Deadpool, you need Elektra, you need Blade, and who was the other guy that you need? Who was the other person? I don't think it was Wolverine. Maybe it was Moon Knight. I don't know, but we can remove. So now we got no one. And now you're going to select. So there's Moon Knight. He's a martial artist. There's Miss Marvel. Who are you? I don't remember. Unfortunately, this is not the version of the game that gives us Venom. So that sucks. Because I think Venom was supposed to be over here somewhere. He was supposed to be over here. I think he was supposed to be next to Colossus, if I'm not mistaken. But let's see. I don't know who these are. We got Mr. Fantastic, Thor, Storm, Invisible Woman, Luke Cage. He's a melee fighter. Captain America, obviously, Spider-Man. There's Thing, Wolverine, Iron Man. I think we're going to want Iron Man on the team. Human Torch. I want to say this individual is Blade. I want to say this one is Blade. Obviously, we got Elektra. Ooh, Daredevil. That was the other guy. I think that's the individual you need on the team to have the special team. I think that's one of them. You need Elektra. I think you need Elektra, Daredevil, Blade, and Deadpool. I think that's the team that you needed. There's Colossus, Iceman. I don't remember who these ones are. There's Deadpool and Spider-Woman. So we're going to pick Deadpool. Let's see. We have teleportability. Oh, yeah. So Deadpool's thing is, I guess, teleportation. So when you hit the jump button, if you hit it again, you'll teleport to a short distance, but jump twice to teleport, yeah. So you just teleport. And I think they gave him that. And if you remember in the Deadpool movie, or at least the Deadpool 2 movie with Josh Brolin, who plays as Cable, Deadpool basically has that technology that Cable uses for teleporting, or at least time traveling. But in this regard, he uses it for teleportation, and then that's it. He also has a healing factor as well. I don't believe his is as strong as Wolverine, but it's still pretty good. And then melee combat. Oh, what do you know? They actually show you the moves. So you can do a grab attack. You can do a grab smash, jump smash, trip. Yep, so that. Yeah, this trip. This one's stun. This one's pop up. And then this one's knockback hold. And the trip one, sometimes Deadpool will actually say, "Oh no, I tripped you," or something like that. Because you know Deadpool, he's the wisecrack mercenary. As for gear, he has nothing. And then outfits, here we go. This should be classic. Yeah, so this is classic Deadpool. Dodge, melee, and defense. So for this one, it's not focused on healing. Even though he naturally, just like Wolverine, he naturally heals. But there is a costume that Deadpool has that he can actually heal more than just the natural healing ability he has. This one focuses on dodging, though, which is actually pretty good. Because for the longest time, whenever I played as Deadpool, I had him in his healing uniform. Because I was like, oh, I need a heal. I'm always getting shot at and damaged and blah, blah, blah. The dodge is actually pretty good. So I think at one point I eventually just stayed with Classic. I'm not sure. I know another uniform I was using, he had like it was an all-black uniform. And he had like short sleeve. He had a short sleeve top. I believe in Ultimate Alliance 2, there's a uniform that he has that I did not like, and it's basically where his head is actually shown. He doesn't have a mask on. He looks like a fishbowl. It looks like he's wearing a fishbowl or some shit. I don't know. It looks weird as fuck. But anyways, dodge, so plus 3% dodge chance, 4% damage, and 1 defense. We're going to try and unlock all of them. I don't know if they naturally unlock or if you have to find stuff for them. Unfortunately, Deadpool does not have increased strength, so I would have to switch to another character that can actually lift heavy objects, because that's just one of the problems with Deadpool. Even though he has a crazy healing ability, he does not have the strength that Wolverine has, even though realistically it's Wolverine's healing that allows his muscles to be as strong as they are. Should be the same for Deadpool, but it didn't transfer over. So, you know, it's whatever. Deadpool's still good in his own right, just like Wolverine is good in his own right. Anyways, we have Assassin's Strike, which does that. Dual shot, so you can use your guns, and it's pretty good. I mean, it's not perfect, but it's all right. Teleport Flurry, rapidly teleport attack on several. Yeah, I think I used that one quite a bit. That one's pretty good. Blade Cyclone, I think I used. Radial Sword Spin Attack. Never mind. I don't think that was one that I liked. I think that one looked weird as hell. I think it was basically him spinning around in a circle with his swords, and I thought that was kind of weird. Grenade Toss. I think I've used that one before. I think that one's pretty good. Throws several grenades that explode within 3 feet of the enemy. Wisecrack debuff. Taunts nearby enemies, lowering their defenses, causing them to attack. Battle Cry. Did I use this one? Boost allies' attack speed and damage. I don't know if I used that one. Merc's Revenge. That's That's his special. Merc's Revenge. So the last one. Merc's Revenge is pretty good. Yeah, so you jump in the air and you do a 360 spin, taking down every enemy in sight. So when he does this, because it doesn't actually say it, he jumps up. It's like an aerial. He jumps up and then does a 360 spin. But as he's doing the 360 spin, he's pulling his guns out and he's shooting in the 360 spin. And then when he lands, because then he lands on his feet, he continues doing his 360 spin. And it's fucking awesome. It's one of the best attacks I've seen in this game. That's why, like, I chose him. I was like, dude, this is freaking awesome. I mean, I first chose him because I saw a guy in this suit with swords, and I was like, dude, that's fucking awesome. I want to play that because this was like the first time I ever knew anything. Well, no, I take that back. This isn't the first time I knew anything about Deadpool. I knew about Deadpool before this game because I remember in high school, or even before high school, I saw, like, I was a kid, I was younger, and I was like, oh, ninjas, draw ninjas, because I wanted to draw. And I saw this guy, and I was like, who the hell is this? And, like, his name is Deadpool. Whoa, what a name. And I saw his weapons. I saw his loadout. I saw what he did in some of the comics that you would see online. And I was like, this is pretty cool. And then I found out he was crazy, and I was like, oh, okay, I guess everyone has their downfalls or whatever. And then he's kind of a good guy, kind of a bad guy. Almost like Venom. Venom in this game, actually in the comics, he's kind of a good guy, kind of a bad guy, anti-hero, hero. Much like Frank Castle, Punisher. He's kind of a good guy, kind of a bad guy. He just gets rid of bad guys the way he sees it, and that might make him not good in the law's eyes. But that's kind of why I wish they had Punisher in this game, because I would choose him, and then I would have Deadpool on the team. But again, the closest guy you're going to get to Punisher in this game is Nick Fury. So one of those grayed out individuals, that's Nick Fury. Which, by the way, Nick Fury, he also has 4 costumes. I think they all have 4 costumes. I think maybe one of them has like two or 3 costumes, but Nick Fury has 4 costumes. Would you believe it if I told you 2 of his costumes he's a white guy and the other 2 I believe he's a black guy? Fucking crazy, right? If you look up Nick Fury way back in the day, I believe he was played by what's that guy who played Baywatch? Forgot his name. Famous actor, but he, I believe, played Nick Fury back in the 70s or 80s or something. I don't know. It was some movie, and I think it was called Fury or Nick Fury, something like that. Anyways, outfit, again, there's those, gear and stats. So yeah, we're definitely gonna have Deadpool on the team. I'm not sure, but I think you could just select one character, but it's best if you don't. We are going to, you know what? Let me see something. We do have Moon Knight, and we do have Elektra. Let me see something.
Elektra.
Ah, damn it. That's not what I wanted. Replace character.
Deadpool.
Somebody take a picture.
I did not mean to do that. Change team. All right, there's Deadpool. We'll click here.
Elektra.
We'll grab Elektra. Let's check the details for Elektra. Ooh, she's about to level up. Nerve Strike, Ninja Stars, Side Stab, Spin Kick. Yeah, all martial arts shit. Classic, Critical Strike Boost, Defense, Gear, Stats. What does she have? She has melee combat moves. Oh, that's it. Yeah, they all have melee combat moves. Okay, we'll click here. Let's grab Moon Knight.
Moon Knight.
Details. He's about to level up. Might. What is might? Can lift massive objects. Really, Moon Knight? Oh shit, I forgot about that. Okay. Crescent darts, staff slam, cable shot, boomerang, nunchucks, staff, lunar. Cool. Classic. Health regen. Wow. Yeah, see, so some characters have health regen. Deadpool doesn't first classic, but Moon Knight first classic does, and it's 0.4 because obviously they don't want to make them OP. But once they get to the last rank, you're going to be healing pretty well, but you're going to want to. Gear. Oh, okay, and last one. Maybe it's Logan or Wolverine. I don't think it is. I really think you need a Blade, and I think the guy who is standing next to her, which is this one, I think this is Blade. That's who it's going to be. But let's pick Wolverine and see what happens.
Wolverine.
Okay, it doesn't do it. We're going to remove Wolverine, though. We want a character who can fly, which would be Iron Man or Spider-Man. Human Torch can also fly. Storm can fly. I believe Miss Marvel can fly, too. Let me see. Yeah, I think she could fly. Blast, Prism, Binary, or... Okay. Just... let's go with Iron Man.
Iron Man.
Hey, let's go punch somebody.
All right, we'll do this.
Could we at least try to stay together? Yes.
Alright, so... Yep, there's your sweep. That's the pop-up. That's the stun. Yep.
Yes.
And we have Moon Knight. Okay.
All right.
Yep, now he can fly. Bring him down. And then
all right.
Elektra. Okay.
Okie doke.
She looks like a gypsy in that picture of hers. And picking Deadpool, he's gonna talk a lot, whether fighting or you name it. You'll have him just say crazy stuff. It's kind of funny. Like Wolverine earlier, you remember when he went up a level and he was like, "I'm bigger and better" or something like that. Well, Deadpool, he'll end up saying whenever he levels up, he'll say like, "No, I'm better at doing whatever it is Wolverine does," and it's kind of fun. Anyways, let's go to access point. Let's save game, select yes, and then we'll stop.